Hello there, my name is Mr. SmartDonkey. Welcome to another Let's Play on Total War Attila. So the new DLC was just released, and I'm going to play as one of the factions. I'm going to play as the Aksum, and I'm playing on Legendary, of course, as I usually do. Aksum are like an Ethiopian tribe slash faction. I think out of the new factions, they're one of the coolest ones. They also have the nicest starting position, in my opinion. They start nicely tucked away in a corner, which is good, and they've got a whole lot of awesome new units. I really think this DLC is one of the better ones so far. I mean, I haven't really played with it much, but just the fact that it's got so many new unique units that we didn't see before, because so far, like, all the other DLCs that were released were, like, used very similar units. If they were unique units, they were, like, really similar to other units, but that already existed. But these factions have some really sweet, awesome new units, and they've got a lion here, which is, you know, pretty sweet. Although it looks kind of odd. His mane is like it's like a fake mane. They just sort of put it over him to make him look cooler. But anyway, so we are playing Aksum, faction leader Eon BC Anap. I'm probably going to be mispronouncing lots of names of units and places and characters, etc. We have Eastern Christianity. Religion is going to be very important in this, because we can switch a religion, which will give us different units. Yeah, religion is like a major thing with these new factions, where like basically you have to choose between two religions, and either one will give you a few unique units, which I think is pretty cool. Our cultural trait is Desert Kingdoms, which means we have +2 sanitation in all regions. We are immune to desert attrition. We have +15 melee attack during desert battles, and we have increased public order penalty from religious differences between new religions. Our faction trait is supply or gateway to the east, which gives us +30 food from each active trade route with a maximum 150, +100% to the mercenary pool replenishment rate, and +10% from trade income. Pretty sweet. So trading is definitely their best thing to do, I guess. Trading is what we want to do. More income, more food, that sort of thing. It can be a little treacherous though, because sometimes I might think, oh, I've got plenty of food, and then some trade routes just like vanish or whatever. I stopped trading with certain clans, or they die or whatever, and all of a sudden I'm out of food. So I need to definitely keep an eye on that. Anyway, so as I said, playing on Legendary, those options are fine. Also, victory conditions are a little bit different now, because you now have, for example, Divine Pagan Victory and Divine Christian Victory. And now you can see you need to like maintain at least 70% of the following religion across all provinces: Semitic Paganism, and this is Eastern Christianity. And then, of course, that gives different kinds of units as well. So that's pretty cool. Different kinds of victory conditions now. Which is awesome. So anyway, let's jump into the game. In true CA fashion, they didn't add any cutscenes or intro videos for these new factions. Real shame. That's the sort of like thing that disappoints me with CA nowadays, that they're lacking detail. It's really, I don't know, it's not as good as it used to be. But anyway, I'm not going to complain about shit like that right now. Let's just jump into the game. I'll see you guys after the loading screen.
For many centuries, your empire has flourished away from civilization as the last great African kingdom. Now, however, the value of the Indian spice route has been truly realized, thrusting you into the limelight at last. Predictably, Rome courts you as an ally, pointing to your shared Christianity and the looming threat of the Himyarites across the water. You may rely on Roman support to cross the Red Sea and monopolize trade with the East, or you may reject their advances, turning back to the pagan roots that once sustained your kingdom. Perhaps then, you could unite with other kingdoms in the region to drive the Romans from African shores once and for all. Your choice will shape your kingdom. Make it well.
Alright, Guy, I will make my choice well. Alright, Empires of Sand, new religions. This is a time for radical religious change. Nations abandon old traditions and forge new paths almost overnight. Split religious chains allow you to exert much greater control in that area, essential if you wish to access religion-specific buildings, units, victory conditions, technologies, and events. However, these changes are not welcomed by all. Factions following new religions suffer severe public order penalties from the presence of rival faiths. Use priests, technologies, governors, and buildings to crush dissenting voices and spread your chosen religion across the land. Alright, and with that we get our first chapter, same as always. Survive to Spring 400, we get 2 grand. Let's just have a look at our bonus objectives right away. You can fuck off now, thanks. We need to maintain 15 units in total. That should definitely be possible. We need to research the following technology. Centralize the 40. Oh, nice. The technology tree is completely different as well. I haven't really looked at it, any of this stuff yet, but I think if this is different, then the general trees are probably different as well, which would be quite sweet. But yeah, this is I like it when they I guess this is an attention to detail that they do well. Is that they actually go in and change the technology trees. I think the same was for the Celtic factions when they released that DLC. There was differences there as well, although their units were very similar to the ones already existing. But with the Jutes, for example, they were all like, or the Viking Forefathers factions, they were all the same essentially. Like everything was basically the same except for a few units. But I like it when they changed a whole lot of stuff. So I'm not going to go through all this stuff right now, but I assume it's still like fairly similar in the way that this all unlocks different units and such, upgrades units. And okay, this is interesting here though. So this is like upkeep cost reduction, public order penalty, or minus penalty basically. Construction cost reductions for religious buildings, melee defense against Jewish factions and Zoroastrian. I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm just going to say Zoroastrian factions. Oh, there's Greek Christian factions. Same stuff though. Jewish. Okay, cool. So these are like just really like upkeep reduction things. I guess that's really good to go. Like if you keep going for those, that's gonna save you a lot of money in the long run. And down here are just your building slots or your non-military buildings essentially. So yeah. Anyway, so we need to do this one, centralize the 40. I'm gonna go for this first though. I want to unlock those desert spears to replace my desert levy. And also unlocks the infantry quarters. Cool. We need to maintain 4 trade relations. Okay, we have one currently apparently. Let's have a quick look at that. So we're trading with the Nobatia. Okay, that's the people to our northwestish. And they like us a bit. So I guess I don't know. Like it seems like that would be an obvious first choice to attack because they own the remaining province or region in our province, so that would be nice to finish up this province essentially. But I think what the game wants us to do is go east. I think it's going to give us some missions or something. I do know about that. To go east and take out these guys, or I think we need to take more spice ports or something. Like each one of these factions has its own like storyline sort of thing, and they want you to do that sort of stuff. The problem with going east that I see is that they own these 2 provinces, but this province, or this region, sorry, is owned by one of the factions that's a client state to the Sassanid Empire, and we don't really want to go to war with the Sassanid Empire or them, so it's going to be tough to find a way to attack them without having the Sassanid Empire getting in there as well, if we want to unite this province, which is something we definitely would want to do. But anyway, we'll get to that later. We need to be at war with the Himyar. Okay, yeah, that's them. And then we need to hold that province as well. Okay, or that settlement. Okay, so that's like, yeah, that makes sense then. It's like it coincides with each other. Okay. Let's have a look at our faction family members. So we have our faction leader here who's got extra experience for cavalry recruits, and he's got raised banner. Alright. And our son, 21-year-old. How old is this guy? 44. That's pretty good. I mean, him being 21 is pretty good. He's got integrity bonuses. That is not bad either. And then... oh yeah, this is, yeah, I haven't even looked at this yet, so this is different as well. So, I like this one. This is like the same as with the Celtic factions, where it's public order for a local province. So it's not a 40, which only happens when you're governing a province, but it's just public order for the local province, which is really good. Construction cost reductions, so that's better for governors, obviously. And recruitment costs, yeah, that's not really that great. Campaign movement range, what, 20%? That's pretty damn good. Melee defense, missile damage, morale, training, seal reinforcement range. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think we've seen that before. Fatigue rate, zeal, army recruitment capacity. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, that's only for governors. Like, well, yeah, it's for governed provinces, but that's still pretty interesting. If we have this on a person who's in or governing a place where we recruit units from. Replenishment, that's pretty good. Integrity and corruption, that one's the same as before, I think. And just, yeah, big upgrade, which we'll never get to. Cool, alright. Let's see. Datanas, 21-year-old, has got extra zeal. Letem, he's got wealth. Okay, so he's probably going to be a governor. And then we've got Eon. Oh, agent recruit experience, that's pretty good. Another wealth and scholar research rate. Okay. Latem, so you're already, yeah, you're him. Okay, we'll shove you in here right away, because that's an obvious choice. And, oh, why did the details go away? Right, I'm going to make you a castellan as well right away. Okay, let's actually have a look at this. So this is, oh wow, that's pretty good. +5 public order, construction cost reduction. That's really good for my governors. Okay, so this is a governor one. That is a general one for sure. Upkeep cost. This is a general one as well, although I never really care for these ones too much. Like, unit experience, it's great, but generally, if your general's up here, he's probably already leading an army somewhere far away from where you recruit your units, so it's just kind of pointless. Same goes for that one. This one is, oh, melee defense +10, that's pretty good. And integrity in all forces, okay, that's interesting. And melee attack +10 for the commanded force, that's also pretty good. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah, we definitely want Latem in here as a Castellan, and I think I might shove him in there as well. I don't know if I want him to lead the army or this guy. Like, normally, obviously, him, but he's 21. I really want him to start leading an army soon. They also don't have any daughters, so I should look for some. Let's hop into our...
Greetings, my friend.
Oh, I guess we can't do anything with them because he's a puppet state.
With anticipation of your noble.
That's a shame. Himyar, I assume you're not up for it anyway. Gassanitz.
Speak, my friend, and burden yourself of
No. He's a defensive ally. Interesting. Okay, in Eastern Roman Empire, you got any daughters for me?
Worthy guest.
No.
I trust you bring words that
Alright,
will
well,
enhance the honor.
that's a shame, isn't it? So no daughters for me right now. I could search for ladies, but then we lose so much of our influence that we'd probably go down below balance, and I don't want to do that. Because, yeah, the minus integrity is really not something we want to aim for right now.
At your command.
At your command. So yeah, our first goal is probably a daemon, Eudemon. I'm going with Eudaemon. It's probably mispronounced, but I'm very sorry. I don't know. Eudaemon. So yeah, that's our first target. So I think I'm just going to move this army to a duelist right away and just start, because then we can move there from here. Where would we even? We could probably land around there somewhere. That'd be annoying, but could land over there, I imagine. But let's just put our army in the sea for the moment, so I can tell. Yeah, we can get there pretty quickly, or right there. So I probably just landed right there. Okay, let's get back in land though. Okay. What kind of mercenaries can we hire here with Onager? But yeah, they cost so much money. I haven't even looked at my own units yet. This is a unit that Devon's in love with, so I don't really see the appeal too much. It's a good defensive unit, but I like my swords to do damage. Mercenary Desert Spears. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at our own units. So we've got some Tor warriors. The Tor, I'm just going to say Tor warriors, so... pretty standard, 175 upkeep, fairly expensive for what they are. Yeah, spear wall though. But yeah, low health, fairly low armor, decent melee defense, but yeah. Far swordsman, these guys, I did have a look at some of the units. These guys look really good. They're really high melee attack, but their melee damage is also really good. However, it's only 2 armor piercing damage, so that's a bit of an issue. Their charge bonus, however, is 71, so that's really good. So it's definitely a really good flanking unit, but they're really vulnerable with their 8 armor. 97 health, so that's something we've got to watch out for. But they're a strong unit. They can definitely dish out a lot of damage, especially against some unarmored units. And with their low armor, means they've got high speed, so I might be able to chase down some of the ranged units as well. Then we've got some desert bowmen. Nothing special about them, just the cheapest bowman we can field, I believe. Then we have desert hurlers, same thing, fairly standard unit. Afar camel riders. These are essentially these guys on horseback or on camelback even. You can see they've got the same melee attack, or melee stats even. Charge bonus is, funny enough, lower than the infantrymen. But yeah, the same weapon as well, with only 2 armor piercing damage. But overall, really good stats, 247 health as well, however, 8 armor, so that's obviously a bit of a problem. Got some Desert Raiders, which I don't think are as good. They have a lot lower melee stats. Let's see what their damage actually is split. 24-8, okay, so much higher armor piercing. Also much higher melee defense, but the same low armor and actually a lot lower health as well. But they do have 2 missiles, so that's something. And then this is something I really like about this faction, or these factions. I'm not sure if the other faction have as well, but Warhounds that have archers as their unit. So it's only 40 men, but still, like normally when you've got your Warhounds, the unit essentially is fairly useless because they're a really shitty spear unit generally. I think you can get higher ones that are decent, but still, like you don't want to lose them really, because then every man you lose like 3 Hounds as well. And with the archers, you can just keep them behind your line. They should be relatively safe while still being able to dish out a bit of damage. So I really like that about them. And then our general is a heavy melee cav who cost a fuck ton, but got very much health. So yeah, that's cool. What can we recruit here? So we can recruit our desert levy, right? So these guys are going to be upgraded in 2 turns to desert spearmen, which will probably make them better than these guys. I don't know about how they are currently. They've got slightly lower melee attack, same melee damage, slightly lower charge bonus, lower melee defense by quite a bit. 8 more armor though. 2 less health, and that's it. And also they don't have the ability to do a spear wall, but maybe the next unit will, I'm not sure. Then we can recruit those Afar swordsmen, which is seen, desert bowmen and desert hurlers. Okay. So I think, let's see how many men I can recruit here. I can recruit 4 a turn. Okay. So I think what I'll do is, since I can recruit 4 units a turn, I'll probably recruit 2 right now. And then I can recruit the last 4 next turn, so that we don't waste any time. We don't spend upkeep costs where we don't need to do that yet. Let me see what the edict is though. I haven't actually looked at that yet. So let's go. Sanitation or sanitation and research rate 2% is not really worth it right now. Recruitment cost reduction, that's not bad. Army capacity recruitment capacity as well. Wealth from commercial and industrial. -1 state religion per region in province. So that's a shame. And army recruitment capacity +1, recruitment replenishment, and religious influence +1. Okay, I think I might just go for this one for now anyway, while I recruit these units. I feel like I'd want to switch to this, but religion going down is probably not a good idea. It is currently going up. But not by very much. We've got 6 influence. Semitic paganism has got 2. Okay. So it is still going up, but only barely. Religious difference is -9. Yeah, that's a really big downside. That's where that comes in. Our faction trait, or is it faction trait or was it the other trait? Yeah, it's the Desert Kingdoms trait, the Fractured Faiths one. It increases public order penalty by quite a bit apparently. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll go for that for now anyway, this one. And then I'll actually, so that's going to give us another recruitment slot. I'm just going to only make 1 unit, and the next turn I'll be able to make 5 units in 1 turn, and they'll all be cheaper to make as well. So, and we'll keep our upkeep for now. I also think with this building, yes, we can make a priest right away. So I probably want to do that immediately. Not like that though. Alright, let's see. We've got spread religion action +4. He's 39 though. That's really old. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, tax rate also pretty good. But this guy's 21 years old. I'm tempted to go with him. I like the tax rate and I like the spread religion action. But 39 to 34, I think I'll take the 21-year-old with the research rate, which is still a good ability.
My lord.
Let's see what he's got. He's intelligent and melancholic. -1 zeal, but +1 authority. Okay, and authority level 6 is really important. Cool. And I'm probably just going to have him sit here with his ability, increasing public order, because we only have 8 right now, or -8 even right now, which is pretty crap. Also, yeah, a bit of a disclaimer, a bit late now since I'm freaking halfway into the episode, but well, actually 2 disclaimers. One is that I'm starting to do shorter episodes on Total War games. I always used to do an hour, in case you're new on the channel, which I doubt. But I'm going to start going down to 30 minutes to an hour or so. I'm doing that with more of my Let's Plays so far, or more of my Total War Let's Plays anyway. But yeah, I'm starting it with this one as well. But a different disclaimer, the one I was actually going to mention, is that the first few turns are going to be super slow. Because obviously new faction, plus I've also haven't played Attila much lately. I've just been playing the co-op with Devon, which is basically just us as hordes running through and murdering everything. Not really much campaign stuff on there, to be honest. Like no detailed things. Anyway, and it's new faction, so I have to go through the buildings and all that. I had a quick sneak peek a little bit though, just to have a quick look at what these things are. But anyway, so we start out with obviously city, hunting ground. So we start with furs and also the spice, clearly. So hunting grounds, that I definitely want to keep that. Infantry quarter, so this gives us desert bowmen. That gives us elite Nubian archers. And then we get Kushites Shotalai. That sounds pretty sweet. And then this is where I think, oh my god, that maintenance cost and food consumption is crazy. I'm pretty sure these ones are the ones where you have to choose, yeah, right. Your faction is at least 75% Semitic pagan or 75% Eastern Christian. So you have to choose at some point what religion you're going to go for essentially, and then you can make those 3 units down there or these 3 units obviously. So I'll probably look at what I think are the better units and then decide on that. Right, anyway, so yeah, we start with that. We start with a Aksumite Monk's Quarters. I'll probably leave this for now. It does take 30 food, but it gives for free public order. That's pretty good. This gives sanitation of food, similar to the buildings from the Germans, so that's alright. So this is another cool feature, is that we now have different kinds of docks. You can only build this dock where there are spices, though. So it's like it's essentially a resource building. However, it also does work as a dock as well, because you can see I actually can recruit units here as well, which I think is pretty cool. And I even think they unlock some actual... Yeah, there you go. Spice Warriors and Mars Archers. And this one unlocks the Mounted Mars Archers and Spice Guard. And Spice Guard are an interesting unit. It's the only action that we've got. And it's a two-handed action that they're pretty decent. But what the nice thing about them is that they have a bow as well. They're like a hybrid unit, essentially. So you can fire a few arrows and then charge into the enemy. Although... I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to use them, because I tend to use my axes as flanks, so maybe I can like use them as flanks by firing arrows into the flanks, but it's also a little bit dangerous doing that. This is also an interesting thing. We need to own 2 or more spice resources to even be able to get that, and achieve a monopoly on spice resources. Okay, I assume they're all around here though, but still, that could be tough. And then Spice Warriors, I'm not sure exactly how good they are, but it's probably an interesting unit as well. Okay, we've got our fields, which is providing us with some food. This gives the most... food, and actually this just gives like a bunch of food and not dependent on fertility, which is pretty crap in this region. It's really good in Egypt though, really good right there as well. Crap over here, mediocre over there. Okay, interesting to know that sort of thing. So we probably don't want to go for anything here that gives us like more food depending on what the local fertility level is, because yeah, it's level 1 here, so that's pretty crappy. Does that mean it's going to go barren once like to 0? I think it might do. Anyway, so yeah, we don't want to go for that. This one gives us battle speed for cavalry units, so that's not bad. So if we want to, like, we'll definitely make this where we're going to recruit our units. Not much food and decent wealth though. No food. Okay, lots of wealth from that one, but yeah, the food. I'll stick to the camel herd. That seems like the best one to me. Okay, and since our unhappiness is still quite low, I think I'm actually going to build a building here. So this gives public order and sanitation. I'm not sure if I really need sanitation right now though. It doesn't look like it. I think this, yeah, the town's commons. Okay, it gives public order here, but then it takes it away here, which I guess means, yeah, this one gives public order and tax rate. Okay. That's possibly a building that's worth going for. Centralized authority is the first one we're going to unlock. Then we have companionship tents. That gives a bunch of public order as well. Tons of squalor and minus religious stuff, so we don't want to do that. 3,500 from industry wealth. That's crazy. And we've got this religious building, which gives public order as well, and food. That's not a bad one, actually. However, this one gives, yeah, quite a bit of wealth, so I think I'm tempted to go with that. Local industry is not going to give us any happiness, so I'm not going to go for that right now. Levy camp will allow us to make more units, but I guess I'm not too bothered for now. Just the desert tribesmen, which I don't think is a very strong unit anyway. And then there's fields, which I don't care about. Right, okay, yeah, so I'll go for the town commons first. That's generally most of our money gone as well. Okay, so yeah, we're on -8. Next turn, this is going to be a little happier though, but still, it's going to be fairly unhappy. So yeah, we can only have 1 priest, right? Yes, okay. Okay, so I think I've done just about everything I can do for now. So first turn took just over half the episode, I think. I haven't even tried going to trade with them, but I assume they won't. Yeah, they don't like us, so they're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go for a oh, I can't even do that. I was thinking maybe going for a non-aggression pact with them so they don't attack me, but I think I'm alright. Once this army goes over there, I might just make a second army with a few units in here just to be able to defend it a little bit. Don't know what units we get for our garrison, but I can't expect it to be too much. But yeah, so far I like the look of it. I just like being in a different starting position. It's like a completely different game. It's ironic because there's 2 things that sort of withhold me from playing this game. And like I like the game, but there's just I don't know, these two things essentially. This is why I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do a let's play on this, but if you see this, then I'll definitely decide I'm going to. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to do it, but oh, I need to read this in a sec. But yeah, I essentially I want to, but yeah. Anyway, again, if you see this, then I'll have decided I will. But the two things that I dislike is that one, the Huns are just stupidly overpowered, especially on Legendary. Like their upkeep cost being 0%, army spawning back the after they die, that sort of thing. It's just ridiculous. Like it's not fun, and I think ironically that this game would be a much better game if the Huns weren't in it, even though the game is about the Huns essentially, which I think is silly. And the second thing that was befalling me is that every single faction was just the same. Like everyone was over here. It was just silly. Like there was no difference in between the factions. It just I don't know. It wasn't anything fun about it because once you play one, you've played them all essentially. Anyway, the spice must flow, part 1. Some say the variety is the spice of life, my lord, but I say that the spice of life is yet more spice. Many times I have made the treacherous journey to the east, bounded by the scorched desert and the barren sea, in search of the red sand that has made our kingdom wealthy. There too I have seen wonders that would greatly interest your highness. Weapons so sharp that your eyes bleed at the sight. Bows made of steel that spit arrows like thunder from the heavens, and mounts swifter than a monsoon hurricane. But our ships are too few, and the competition has emerged. If your mightiness in all his temperate wisdom would consider sending an expedition to seize this just one rival spice port, I could promise soldiers and riches beyond your wildest imaginings even. Thanks for telling me a mission will soon be issued. If only you'd give me a mission now. Okay. Just out of curiosity, I can actually land there. It'd probably be faster going that way. It's just annoying because that gives them more time to recruit units as well. Might be we're making a navy, but we don't have that much money, so I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna recruit those last units. Let's see. I want to get. I don't know if I want to get like 5 more of these spears. I think that's a bit overkill. Probably get 1 more desert hurler. Just get 2 out of 2 and 2. 2 archers, 2 desert hurlers. 3 more of them brings me to 4. 5 and then 3 of them. I don't know. These guys, like, I don't know how good the next level is going to be. I could just look it up, but I could go for more Afar swordsmen, but I think I'll just keep 1 on each flank or something, and I've got plenty of cavalry to flank around as well. These guys are nice, but they're also hard to use. 5 of these spears. I don't know. I hate having uneven numbers. I wish these guys were just them as well. They actually cost more, but when we upgrade these guys, I assume they're going to be more expensive again. Yeah, I think I'll just go for that. That's fine. Okay, so we've got our edicts, unit recruited, and we made our building, and we're not out of money yet, but I don't think there's much we can do right now. So next turn, it's time to go. I think again I could make a navy, but how good is that really going to be? I don't know. I don't think it's worth it right now. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's just it's too expensive. Right, you're gonna move over here-ish. I'll put you in your ability there. Alright, so that brings us to 3 happiness actually. Let's see what our military presence is. 9, so we'd go down to -6 if I got rid of the army here. So yeah, that's it's still gonna be unhappy, but that's alright. We can always make a few units there if need be. Okay, let's keep going. Maybe we'll get there fast enough to get 1 battle in this episode. Like I said, it'll be just 30 minutes to an hour or so. I'll aim for 45, but if it gets a little longer, a little shorter, that's fine. I wonder if I should declare war on them and just have them attack me first, but probably not. Ooh, he's through an empire. Just moved 1 general by himself to Ayla, or Ayla, not sure. Again, names just that. I'm gonna mispronounce them all. Every single one of them. I'm gonna do it on purpose from now on, just to make sure that I definitely mispronounce them all. Probably I'm gonna accidentally pronounce them right. The spice must flow, part 1. Follow that sweet aroma to the east, my lord. Omana, Meshan, or Harmosia should serve our purposes perfectly. If you can spare the men to seize one, my ships tug at their anchors in anticipation. Control 2 or more spice resources. We get 100 tourists to do that. Okay. We unlock the Oriental Port and new units. Okay. You're gonna tell me where those places? No, okay. Omana, Meshan, or Harmosia. Amana. Ah, I see. Okay, so it actually doesn't necessarily want us to go attack these guys, but Amana, Mashan, or the other place. Okay, that means that there's at least 4 spice places. I'm still gonna attack them first. We have 100 turns to get there, so it's fine. Okay, we finished levy troops, so we can actually upgrade these units now. Let's see. So they get 2 melee attack, 2 charge bonus. They lose 8 melee defense. They gain 20 armor though. They gain 2 health and they lose a speed. And they gain steady ability. Also they cost 60 more. Okay, that's very expensive, but I think I'll still go for it. I don't like the melee defense loss, but the armor is pretty good. Oh, there they are. They look a pretty sweet unit right there. Alright, phone, get out of here. Okay, so this is our army. I think we're gonna have to start moving. So let's just get in this. I want to see. This would take us... I think that would take us longer than 3 turns. This would take us a guaranteed 3 turns, which is not much better, but... I mean, it's guaranteed, whereas this might not be guaranteed. I don't think it is. I can only move like that little bit there. That's really weird. Anyway, let's get into the water. And we're down to, yeah, -6. Okay. Drop anchor. So I can upgrade this to... I can't upgrade that yet. I think we're going to go for this building, though. Noble Estate, because I think I want to get that building. It's more happiness and tax rate as well. Although it takes away our 450 wealth. This gives us more income from trade and wealth from commerce, but it doesn't give us any more actual wealth. And it takes away our happiness, and we kind of want to go for the happiness. Maybe this isn't... Maybe neither one of these is the right option for us right now, because I don't want to get rid of either. I need the wealth as well. This would give us more squalor, which we cannot handle. I definitely need to get this building, otherwise, yeah, we're going to have an issue. Although we do get extra to squalor. No, we don't. I thought that was from one of these things. Maybe they changed that. Yeah, I guess that's different as well then. Okay, so yeah, we're not going to fix squalor. Although I can actually go for this sanitation. Yeah, I meant sanitation by the way, not squalor, but yeah, whatever. I also I'm going to switch it no matter what right away. I will switch it to... I don't like that minus state religion thing. This is kind of pointless, but if I do that, then I can switch, or I can upgrade this at least, and we get more resource production, more wealth, more road developments. We lose 2 happiness though, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, alright, we'll do that. And then we'll go for the sanitation. Sounds good. Let's do it. Okay, what's our -2 per turn? Okay. I could actually... No. I don't really want to do that. Because I don't think I can land this turn, could I? No. Okay. I don't think I want to feel the kiss of the whip, but thanks. Garamantians and Eastern Empire at war. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to keep the rest of my money for now. I'm not going to spend it. Let's keep going. So I imagine since they're a big faction as well, this is going to be a tough fight right away. But it has to be done. We need to attack, and I can't afford that much more. I don't think I want to afford a second army. And even if I did, I'd probably want to keep it here to defend against the Nobations who might go for an attack. Oh, they just upgraded their town. That's very nice of them to upgrade their town just before I get there, at least. Saves me the trouble of doing so. Okay. What have we got? Give it to me straight. Rank gain for Saifu, and we changed our thingamajig. Alright. You research rate, it's not bad to go for that right away. +3 public order, that's pretty good. Actually, does that? What does it even... What does it actually upgrade? Oh, it upgrades from nothing to +3 public order. Okay, that's pretty good. Constant local effect, spread religion, +12. That's really good as well. Yeah, we're definitely going to go for that. Both of those. So that should make the province a lot happier. There you go. -2 only. And the religion is going up, which should go up a lot faster as well now. 0.7 instead of 0.5. Influence only 8, so maybe it has to take maybe it takes a turn to go in. No, I think it should do it right away. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to land right here. Okay, they don't have anything right there. Oh, I forgot. Oh my god, how could I have forgotten? The children of the sun. What? No. Clearly the donkeys of the sun. Okay, so we're trespassing. Very sorry about that. Feel free to attack me or something. Totally okay with that. As long as you don't kick me off, like... This is Sparta. That would be very unfortunate. I'm gonna hold off on making an army still, because that income, we need that income right now. So yeah, we're trespassing next turn. I'll attack them. Let's see. Do we actually have any info about them? Himyar, no. They're not. Well, we have info, but they're not at war or allied to anyone. They're actually stronger than me, apparently. But I'm fine. We're fine.
Am I always to be disturbed?
They probably don't like me trespassing though. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if they declare war on me for my trespassing. There's nothing in there, so I might just, like, if they don't show up, at least I can take one of their towns away from them right away. And it looks like that is going to be the case. It might still be a tough battle, but it might even be worth getting rid of one of my units to hire an onager. If there is one to hire. And then just get rid of it right away. It means I'll lose a unit, but I should be able to recruit a single, like, silly unit from here right away. From just the castle. Or the town even, not the castle. There's no castles here. Imperium. Okay, I still only have one spy, so nothing really changed. One, not spy. Thingamajig. Okay, recruitment cost reduction, ammunition, and okay, these are all the upgrade buildings. I don't know if our home base is going to be our recruitment zone or place, but for now it will be, obviously. I think I'm going to go down this route though. The upkeep cost reduction, public order, etc. I think that would be pretty good. I'm not going to use or make those buildings yet anyway. Oh wow, replace camel warriors with armored camel warriors. It's like exactly the same unit except they put on some armor. This is fairly pointless, but we have to get through there. Unless I actually want to go for one of these buildings first. Agricultural, commercial. No, let's just go here. It's just that it takes 9 turns to get there, which is kind of a shame, but I'm going to go for it. Okay, what else? Nothing even. Aksum. I just saw my name, Aksum, and I was like, or wait, is it Aksum? Aksum, yes. Anyway, yes, I think it's time to attack them. What have they got here anyway? 3 units. Okay, an extra ship as well. Might just be an auto-resolve, to be honest. Can we actually hire a mercenary or an onager? No, we can't. Okay, well, never mind then. Let's attack them. Declare war. Hopefully there's not an army out of my vision just to the right of me. No, there is not. For me? That's very, very nice of you. He's got a general neatly tucked away there as well. I'm just going to go ahead and auto-resolve that. I tend to like to fight the first battle, but I hate attacking cities, so fuck that. What have we got? We're going to go in defensively. Protective. Get stabbed, son. Alright, our swordsman took a bit of a hit, and so did the trackers. But it's alright. We can occupy this. Occupado. 1% replenishment. Take that. Alright, so now I assume they're probably going to swoop in on me very quickly. But our armor is looking pretty good, and we're defending a town, which is good. Looks like I won't have to repair anything here. Nice is the levy camp here as well, so we can actually make the desert tribesmen here. Or at least I can see how good they are. I suppose I can make them right now. 24-40. How's that 40 split? 36-4, not great. Low charge bonus. Decent defensive stat, actually. Maybe they're more of a defensive frontline unit, I guess. That's not terrible, actually. And we can make desert spears here, so that's good. I might just get rid of these 3 guys. I don't know. I don't know why I would like them, actually. I like them more because they have spear wall. But and these guys don't. But besides that, I think stat-wise, their armor is just so low, and I need my like these are gonna be my frontline units, and I want my frontline units not to have low armor. Like I want them to have higher armor, clearly. So yeah, I might replace them, but if I do, it'll be very slowly because I need to make sure I don't like have a few units less in the army when I get attacked. Anyways, level up our general. I'm not going to bother with that right now. He also gained +1 public order for local province, not bad. Campaign movement range in a 40. Don't really care about that. I do like public order. Cunning. Upkeep cost reduction. Yeah, that's pretty good as well, actually. Might just go for that. I'd like to go for this, but melee defense +3 for infantry, but I think for now I'd rather get the public order, and this also reduces my income. The 3 is not going to make a massive difference. I'll take that. Although if I go for that, I can actually go for that. No, that's pointless. No, I can't go for that. So I can go for that. That's also fairly pointless. Okay, yeah, fine. This is good. This is very nice. Okay. We also gained Torturer. I guess that's a different one in the same one. +5 public. Oh, the Artist. Never mind. Oh, and the Torturer is the one I'm using. Right, okay. So you keep that one. And we will make our governor here take the +5 public order. Can actually make another person a governor here as well. I think I will do that right away. -44, by the way. Fucking hell. Religious differences, -30. That sounds problematic. Oh shit. Well, this is definitely going to rebel soon. And I really could do with getting a priest over there instead, but I think I'd rather keep this town fully happy and then just deal with the rebellions here. Okay, so what was I gonna do? Right, but yeah, we're gonna get 5 happiness, so that town will be fine at least. So I was gonna make another governor person, right? So what were you? Handler? Nope. Magnets, that's pretty decent. Scholar, more research rate. Man, stacking that together with the priest as well, that's weird. 5 and then I get another point here. 20% total. That's pretty good though. I don't know. That does sound quite nice. I don't want this guy to become that because he's going to be my next general. So Magnet, he's 32-year-old. He's 22. All right, I'll make this guy my other governor. I mean, I lose out on some income, but yeah, I'm gonna go for that. It costs 400 to put him in there. We can afford that, and I assume. I also did I did get another person in here, which makes my balance or my power a little worse, but it's alright. Why do I keep going away? Yeah, he doesn't have enough to get in there currently. This guy does. How much did it cost? 20. Are you not old enough or something? Oh, you're already in there, sorry. That's stupid. Okay. I think that's it. Our income's fairly good. I'm gonna let this all repair by itself, because I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, it's all like super low, so that should be fine. Alright, have we got anything else here? Mazun. How about some trade? Oh, marriage.
To your terms, hoping to hear wisdom and profit in them.
She's pretty good. Low. Pay you for her. How much do you want for that lovely lady of yours? I will kill you otherwise. Just give her to me now before I kill her too. No? How about some trade then? No? Pay you for the trade? Wait, hold on, was I demanding money just now? No, I wasn't. Really? Well, I guess you're gonna die soon then, I'm very sorry. So yeah, he's the puppet state. He's at war with the Gassanids. So I should definitely, before the Gassanids die, they're not gonna die. Oh my god, they're at war with a lot of people though. Yeah, they're at war with the Sassanid Empire. I should ask them if I can join their war against Mazun.
And burden yourself of diplomacy. And let us find agreement here in the fashion of
crap,
honest man.
Oh, that doesn't work. Shit. Okay, so when someone's a puppet state, that doesn't work. Crap. Okay, well that's problematic. That was my one hope, was that I could just join someone else's war against one of the puppet states belonging to the Sassanid Empire, but it doesn't allow you to do that because they're a puppet state. Oh shit, that's problematic. Right, who else did we meet? We met the Sassanid Empire themselves, who don't like me very much, although they are improving. Do you want to trade?
In time.
No, I didn't think so. Macron, who the hell are you? Trade. Do not wander in. I think I'll fucking wander in whenever the hell I want to, bud. Alright, let's see if I get attacked here. Oh, right. Let's get... Replenishment might be alright, actually. And religious influence as well, so I think that would be good. Yeah, that's the one I'm going for. Alright. Because we're likely to have some fights here. I will go for Safar soon, but I probably want to do the defensive battle first against these guys. Get their army wrecked, and then move on to Safar afterwards. Okay, we just saw them go by and they didn't do anything. Interesting. As long as they don't try and skip past me and go that way, we should be fine, but... If that happens, I might be able to just hire an army here real quick with a bunch of mercenaries in there. We got a few units ourselves, of course, from the garrison. And it being a town, you generally don't need a full army to defend the town. Maybe 12 units or so. So hopefully that would be alright, if that were to happen, which I very much doubt. I don't think the AI is smart enough to do that. Okay, these buildings didn't fix themselves quite yet. 39. I'm just gonna fix them myself to get this done. It doesn't cost much anyway. I should have done it right away, actually. Latem and Saifu. So there's this guy, my governor, I imagine. Okay, so I think I want to stack that. Compromise security. What else would you go for? Foreign agent always good because it if there's enemy agents around me, I can always deal with that. Foreign province. He's not going to be in foreign provinces. Yeah, betray is also decent, but preach doom. Yeah, I just use them to keep my time happy. So I'm gonna go for that one and then distract. What is this? This gives us an extra zeal. Yeah, fuck that. I did just realize I was going to end the episode here, but I guess I'll just do one more thing. Who else leveled up? Latem, my governor here. Good for him. Alright, so you need to get that happiness as well. Actually, hold on. We're fine on happiness here, aren't we? Yeah, 4. Okay, well in that case, get 1 in there and 1 in there. Construction cost reduction, not bad either, to be honest. But, yeah, because do we even have any industrial buildings here? No. Unless this is in... No, it's not. And this is commerce. So yeah, we don't actually have any industrial money right now. Hold on. That's pointless, isn't it? Let's go for that instead. Yeah, that's maritime commerce. Yeah, so we don't even need that. So that's, yeah, it's pointless to go for that. Right, so I can now go for more public order, which we don't really need too much anymore. Or more trade money, and we lose the free public order. I think we're fine on the public order front, so I think I'm going to ignore that. So we're just going to go full on money here. And I think I'll just probably switch this entire province over to money at some point, just get rid of this building. Oh, we can actually switch that. What other building? Azadan barracks. Ah, those give us like cavalry. And this one gives us archers. Ah, and this one goes over to that, and the other one doesn't. Interesting. I didn't realize, so I have to make 2... Actually, no, there's a cavalry corral. But I guess it's because it's a similar building, you can switch them over. Okay. Ah, and hold on, does a cavalry corral... Yes, okay, so yeah, you can only make that in the city. So you can't actually make cavalry in a town. That's an interesting thing as well. Do I want to... No, I don't want to spend anything there. So yeah, let's upgrade this to the caravan shelter. Go for full-on commerce. Lose the public order, but... This is... tax rate's pretty good as well, but I'll go for the commerce for now. Just make this super commercy. We'll do that. We'll go ahead and do that. So I'll end one more turn then. This army's nearly full now, so that's good. So yeah, I'll end one more turn and then I'll end the episode there. Slightly longer first episode, that's fine. Hey, have you guys changed your mind yet?
Speak, my friend.
About that lovely... Oh, they got rid of one of them. Come on. Actually, I wonder if they would give me their shit daughter. No. I don't want your shit daughter anyway. But yeah, so far I'm enjoying this DLC. But then again, I haven't any fights yet. I think in Attila and Rome, just generally anything besides Shogun 2, the fights are not my strong suit. I don't know why. I'm really terrible at them.
Flame, I will have my lord's torturers prepare special excruciations. Oh, cowardly one. Until our next meeting.
Oh, well. That's a real shame. I guess from Reward Assassin and Empire. And they obviously got joined by all their good buddies. Some of them who don't even dislike me, but are all deteriorating very quickly. The Lachmits. Wait, hold on, that's the people I'm at war with, right? And that's the Himyar, never mind. Okay, well, I guess that's one note to end this episode on, is War of the Assassin and Empire. It seems that I may have to try and strengthen my bond with the Eastern Roman Empire. Hey guys, that spice is pretty good, right? Do you wanna become my ally? Maybe you can protect me so I can keep selling you that lovely, lovely spice. That's yeah, that's a bit of a... Possibly a bit of an issue. Oh, looks like the first army is already on the move. And I'm not sure where it's going. It might just skip past my town and go for my, like, capital. Which could be problematic. Faction destroyed the Gassanids. Oh, and that's that faction just over here that I wanted to join in their war. Rebellion imminent, okay. Hidden treasure. We found a large hoard of gold in the cave whilst mining. Okay. We've encountered a lot of people that hate me. Let's have a quick look at the... oh god. Hey, no, Basia still like us, so... What do the Eastern Roman Empire think of me? They don't mind me very much. It's actually improving from 2 to 3. Oh yeah. They don't like that I'm war of Armenia, so I guess that's... someone they like or something. Oh, they're trading with Armenia. Right, well anyway, so this army's on the move. I'm not sure where it's going. If it lands there somewhere, then we can deal with it. But if it goes past us, it could be problematic. I think it's probably... we've got enough money to build us partly a second army anyway. Because we need to defend our hometowns anyway. And then probably this army, once it's dealt with the rebellion, will start moving to Safar, which we can reach in... oh, not quite in one turn. That's very sad. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you guys for watching first episode of our new campaign with the Aksum. I'm very much enjoying this so far, but hopefully we don't get completely destroyed by the Sassanid Empire, who we're now at war with. I guess the one good thing is that I want to be at war with them, except the bad thing is that I wanted to make that happen without going to war with the Sassanid Empire, which is exactly what didn't happen. But anyway, we'll see how all this goes next time. Until then, have a good day and goodbye.